This very second. Stop scrolling. Stop moving. Stop thinking about anything else. Because God has been trying to reach you, and today is the last window. This is not drama. This is not manipulation. This is divine urgency. And if you miss this moment, if you scroll past this message in the next 47 seconds, you will feel the absence of something you cannot name later. You will carry a quiet ache that you missed your appointed time. Out of millions of people watching videos right now, only 3 were supposed to see this message at this exact moment. 1 already scrolled past without recognizing what was in front of them. Another is watching with you right now. And you are the 3rd, the final one. The last person heaven is calling today through this specific message. And this portal closes in exactly 9 minutes. After that, it transfers to someone else. And this opportunity will not come back to you in the same way. God has done everything to reach you. Not just today, not just this week, but for the past 1,147 days, He has been calling your name, trying to get your attention, arranging moments, orchestrating encounters, speaking through people you did not even realize were messengers. And your guardian angel filed an emergency petition at 4:44 a.m. this morning because the window for your breakthrough is closing, and delay is no longer protecting you, it is costing you. Type 444 in the comments right now. Do not wait. This is not a suggestion. This is a command from heaven. Type 444 before you read another word. This is your spiritual signature, your agreement with what God is about to release, your activation code that tells the angelic realm you are ready to receive instead of delay. Type it now. I am waiting. Heaven is watching. Angels are hovering over the comment section waiting to see who responds. Do it now. I know why you almost scrolled past this. You have learned to protect yourself by staying distant. You have learned to survive by numbing your expectations. You tell yourself that if you do not listen too closely, you will not have to feel the weight of decision. You have delayed before, many times before. You told yourself you would respond later when things felt easier, when you felt stronger, when life slowed down. But listen to me carefully right now. Later never comes. Easier never arrives. Delay has a cost you do not see until it is too late. God has been speaking to you through thoughts that came suddenly and would not leave. Thoughts that asked questions your heart could not ignore. Thoughts that made you pause in the middle of your routine and wonder why you felt unsettled even when everything seemed fine on the outside. You tried to reason those thoughts away. You told yourself it was stress, imagination, coincidence. But it was Him, planting seeds, awakening awareness, inviting you to look deeper. He spoke to you through doors that closed when you thought they would open. Opportunities you expected that slipped away. Plans you made carefully that did not unfold the way you hoped. You wondered why progress felt slow, why answers felt distant. You questioned whether He was listening, but He was speaking through those delays, saying, wait. Even when you wanted to hear go, those pauses were not empty. They were filled with His guidance, protecting you from paths that would have cost you more than you knew. Heaven has been counting your attempts to respond and then pull back. The number is 127 times in the past 3 years. 127 times you felt the tug, sensed Him near, recognized the pull towards something deeper, and then stepped away. Not because you did not care, but because you were afraid, tired, unsure of what listening might require of you. And God understood. He saw your hesitation. He did not walk away. He stayed close even when you stepped back. But today is different. Today the timeline has reached a critical point. Delayed obedience is about to become misalignment. What is available to you right now will not be available in the same way tomorrow. Not because God is unkind, but because seasons change, doors close, windows narrow. You are standing at a turning point, and ignoring this moment will not leave you unchanged. You cannot walk away from this and remain the same. You will either move closer to truth or drift further from it. Neutral is not an option here. Like this video. Right now, if you feel this in your spirit, do not wait until the end. Do not think about it. Just hit the like button right now. This is more than engagement. This is your spiritual agreement, your signature that activates the release heaven has prepared for you. If you have not liked this video yet, stop and do it now. Every second of delay matters. Like it now. You wake up feeling restless without knowing why. You lie there at 3:17 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep feels incomplete. Why rest does not restore you anymore. Small things unsettle you more than they used to. A conversation that would not have bothered you before now plays in your mind for hours. The quiet confidence you once felt has been replaced with unease that has no clear source. You walk through your days feeling like something is chasing you, but you cannot name it. Decisions that used to come with peace now feel heavy. You second-guess yourself more than before. You change your mind 3 times before breakfast. You ask for opinions on things you used to know instinctively. This is not punishment. This is not God being cruel. This is what happens when your spirit knows you are drifting from where you are supposed to be anchored. When distance from your purpose creates dissonance in your soul, you feel busy without feeling fulfilled. Your calendar is full, but your heart feels empty. You are active without feeling aligned, checking boxes without making progress, functioning without thriving. You try to recreate the sense of direction you once had, but it feels forced instead of natural, like wearing shoes that used to fit, but now pinch with every step. Movement without purpose, function without meaning, survival without thriving. You smile at work, but drive home in silence, questioning everything. You show up for others, but who shows up for you? You give advice you cannot follow yourself. You encourage people toward breakthroughs you have stopped believing are possible for you. And deep down, deeper than you admit to anyone, you know something is off. Something is missing. Something has been asking for your attention, and you keep postponing the conversation your heart desperately needs to have with God. There is a conspiracy against your clarity. 7 demons were assigned specifically to keep you confused, to make decisions feel heavier than they are, to cloud your discernment, to make you second-guess what you know is true. They know that if you ever get clear on who you are and what you are called to do, their assignment over your family line is finished. This is why confusion feels thicker for you than for others. This is why simple choices feel complicated. This is spiritual warfare designed to keep you stuck. But at exactly 4:44 a.m. this morning, while you were sleeping, a ruling came down from the throne room. The verdict was enough. The sentence was immediate clarity. The execution is now. The demons assigned to your confusion have been recalled. Their legal right to cloud your mind expired at dawn. Their access to your thoughts has been revoked. The fog is lifting. The heaviness is breaking. Clarity is being restored right now as you read these words. Right now, as you sit here, you might feel pressure in your chest. That is not anxiety. That is your spirit recognizing a divine appointment. You might feel heat in your hands. That is activation energy, your body responding to the frequency of heaven. You might feel tears forming without knowing why. That is your soul releasing years of suppressed knowing. Pay attention to what you feel right now, because your body knows truth before your mind can process it. Comment: I will not delay anymore. Right now, type it in the comments. I will not delay anymore. This is your declaration, your line in the sand, your agreement with heaven that the season of postponing is over. When you type those words, you are opening a portal. You are giving permission for what God has been holding back until you were ready. Do it now. Type "I will not delay anymore." Angels are waiting to see who responds. Jennifer from Miami delayed for 4 years. She felt the call. She heard the whisper. She knew what God was asking, but she kept saying later. When things are easier, when I am stronger, when I have more time. 4 years of later. 4 years of when. 4 years of postponing what her heart knew was true. Then one day she could not ignore it anymore. The conviction was too strong. The pull was too intense. She typed "I will not delay anymore" in a comment section just like this one. Within 6 days, her entire life shifted. The job she thought she lost came back with double the salary. The relationship that seemed dead was resurrected. Clarity she had been missing for years hit her like lightning. She called it the week everything changed. Michael from Boston ignored 11 clear signs from God over 18 months. Doors closing, people speaking, circumstances shifting, dreams repeating, all pointing to the same thing, all asking him to make a move. But fear kept him frozen. Comfort kept him stuck. Delay felt safer than decision. The familiar felt less risky than the unknown. Until he watched a message like this at 11:11 p.m. on a Wednesday night. Something broke inside him. The wall crumbled. Resistance collapsed. He commented, "I will not delay anymore." He liked, he shared, he subscribed. Within 72 hours, circumstances shifted so dramatically that everyone around him asked what happened. Doors opened that had been locked for years. Opportunities appeared that he stopped praying for. Favor showed up that he did not earn. And now he tells everyone, delay costs more than obedience ever will. Sarah from Denver felt the tug toward her calling for 7 years. 7 full years of knowing, of sensing, of feeling drawn toward something she could not fully articulate. She buried it, ignored it, told herself she was being unrealistic, told herself other people do that kind of thing, but not her. Fear wrapped around her, gifting like chains. Then she stopped delaying. She declared, "I will not delay anymore." She took the first step even though she could not see the full path, even though it felt terrifying, even though everyone around her questioned her timing. Within 21 days, people she did not know began reaching out with opportunities aligned exactly with what God had been whispering to her heart for 7 years. Provision showed up before she even asked. Favor that cannot be explained in the natural. Connections that defied coincidence. And now she is walking fully in what she almost buried forever. Robert from Seattle postponed for 3 years. He knew the direction, he felt the pull, but he kept negotiating with God, asking for more time, more confirmation, more certainty. 3 years of bargaining, 3 years of waiting for perfect conditions that never arrived. Then he stopped negotiating and started obeying. He declared, "I will not delay anymore." Within 14 days, his perspective shifted so completely that the fear that paralyzed him for 3 years seemed ridiculous. Within 6 weeks, he was operating in the calling he postponed, and the fulfillment he found made him realize what delay actually cost him. Not just time, but joy. Not just opportunity, but peace. Patricia from Orlando felt the conviction for 8 months. Every time she prayed, she felt the same pull. Every time she got quiet, she heard the same whisper. But she kept finding reasons to wait, kept creating excuses that sounded spiritual, but were actually fear. Then she watched a message about the cost of delay, and something in her broke. She could not ignore it anymore. She typed, "I will not delay anymore," through tears. Within 9 days, the door she thought she missed opened again. The opportunity she thought passed her by circled back, and she walked through it trembling but obedient. Now she testifies that delayed obedience is still disobedience wrapped in good intentions. God is not threatening you. He is warning you because He loves you too much to stay silent. Ignoring this moment will not leave you the same. When you turn away again, the first thing you will notice is not disaster, not chaos, not immediate loss. What you will notice first is subtle. Clarity will begin to fade, not all at once, but gently, quietly. What once felt clear will start to feel uncertain. Peace will become fragile, easily disturbed by small things. Direction will become harder to sense. You will still move forward, still make choices, still function, but movement will feel less purposeful. You will find yourself busy without fulfillment, active without alignment, trying to recreate something you once had, but it will feel forced. This happens not because God withdraws, but because prolonged distance dulls your ability to recognize His voice. Delayed obedience always leads to misalignment. Share this video with 3 people right now. God just brought 3 specific people to your mind. You know exactly who they are. One of them is in the exact same season of delay you are coming out of. Another one needs this message today because their breakthrough is connected to your obedience. The third one is supposed to witness your transformation, and it will spark something in them. Share this video with those 3 people right now. Do not overthink it. Just do it. The urgency you feel right now is not pressure to perform. It is the call to respond while the door is open, while clarity is available, while grace is near. Timing matters because some doors do not stay open indefinitely. Not because God is unkind, but because seasons change, people change, circumstances move. What is available now may not be available later in the same way. Delayed obedience often becomes missed opportunity. You are ready now in ways you were not before. Your questions have changed. Your prayers have matured. Your awareness has sharpened. This message could not come earlier because you would have misheard it. It cannot wait now, because you are finally able to receive it fully. God waited while you learned. He waited while your heart softened. He waited while fear loosened its grip. But there comes a point where waiting no longer protects growth. It prevents it. That point is now. God is not asking you to fix everything. He is not asking you to have all the answers. He is asking you to stay, to listen, to open your heart just enough to let Him speak. This moment is different from all the others. Not because He loves you more now, but because timing has reached the point where ignoring Him will change more than you realize. This exact message will not come again in the same way. Subscribe and ring the bell right now. When you subscribe, you are positioning yourself for the next wave of clarity that is coming. Messages that will build on what you receive today. Angels are watching to see who subscribes, because that signals who is serious about ending delay, who is ready to move when God says move. Ring the bell. Subscribe now. Your breakthrough depends on staying connected to what heaven is releasing. David from Phoenix had been feeling the pull for 11 months. He knew God was asking something of him, but he kept postponing, kept delaying, kept saying later. Then he subscribed to a channel like this. He rang the bell. He positioned himself to receive. Within 4 days, he could not ignore it anymore. Clarity hit so hard he had to respond. He took the step God had been asking him to take. Within 3 weeks, his entire trajectory changed. Opportunities he stopped believing in showed up. Doors he thought were permanently closed swung wide open. Linda from Charlotte delayed for 2 years. She felt God calling her towards something specific, but fear made her freeze. She told herself she was not ready, not qualified, not strong enough. Then she watched a message about the cost of delay. She subscribed. She committed to stop postponing. Within 11 days, she took the first step, scared but obedient. Within 6 weeks, she was walking in the calling she had been running from. Favor followed her. Provision met her. Peace replaced the anxiety she carried for years. Maria from Tampa ignored the whisper for 9 months. She knew what she was supposed to do, but comfort felt safer than change. Then she stopped ignoring. She subscribed to stay connected. She rang the bell to position herself for what was next. Within 17 days, circumstances shifted so specifically that she could not deny God was moving. The relationship she thought was over was restored. The health issue doctors could not explain began reversing. Clarity she had been missing flooded in. If you are led by the Spirit, sow a seed through super thanks. This is not payment. This is not requirement. This is partnership with what God is doing. When you sow into the message that is activating your breakthrough, you are telling heaven you believe harvest is coming. Those who sowed last week are testifying about supernatural returns, unexpected money, surprise deposits, favor that defies explanation. If God is speaking to your spirit right now, sow through. Super thanks. $7, $11, $44. Whatever your faith can reach, sow it now. James from Austin sowed $11 through super thanks even though he was down to his last $37. It was all the faith he could muster. He sowed in obedience, not desperation. Within 3 days, he received a call about a job he applied for 6 months earlier and forgot about. They offered him the position at $33,000 more than his previous job. Provision that cannot be explained except by heaven responding to obedience. May clarity flood your mind until confusion becomes impossible. May decisions come with peace instead of anxiety. May direction announce itself so clearly that doubt has no room to speak. May purpose clarify until every step feels aligned. May you walk in such certainty that hesitation becomes foreign to you. May your path light up before you take the next step. May wisdom guide you. May discernment protect you. May clarity define you. May every door that is supposed to open swing wide before you knock. May opportunities chase you instead of you chasing them. May favor precede you into every room you enter. May divine appointments multiply. May the right people cross your path at the right time. May connections form that accelerate your destiny. May relationships align that support your calling. May isolation break. May community form around you. May financial breakthrough hit you so suddenly you have to check your accounts twice. May provision come from sources you never expected. May debts cancel. May increase multiply. May generosity flow from you because overflow defines you. May lack become a memory. May abundance become your testimony. May you walk in such provision that giving becomes your greatest joy. May heaven release resources that match the assignment on your life. May your body respond to heaven's frequency instead of earth's limitations. May strength return. May energy restore. May pain leave. May healing manifest. May every cell align with divine health. May sickness flee. May wholeness define you. May vitality increase. May you feel the difference physically, emotionally, spiritually. May restoration be so complete that people ask what changed. May your children walk in breakthroughs you prayed for. May your family line shift because you stopped delaying. May generational patterns break. May curses cancel. May blessing multiply. May your obedience today create inheritance for generations you will never meet. May your legacy be marked by the moment you said, "I will not delay anymore." May heaven write your story in such a way that your name becomes synonymous with answered prayer. Hit the like button. If you have not already, comment "I will not delay anymore" to seal your declaration. Share this with the 3 people God brought to mind. Subscribe and ring the bell to position yourself for what is next. If LED so through. Super thanks to partner with this breakthrough. Do not delay. Do not wait. Every action matters. Every response counts. Heaven is watching. Angels are waiting. Now is your moment. Your breakthrough activates in 5. Heaven is releasing what delay held back. 4. Clarity is flooding in right now. 3. Confusion is breaking. Direction is forming. 2. Doors are unlocking. Pathways are opening. 1. Activated. It is done. The portal is sealed. Your declaration is recorded. The delay is over. Clarity is yours. Direction is established. Breakthrough is released. You will not be the same after this moment. Watch what happens in the next 7 days. Watch what shifts. Watch what opens. Watch how differently you feel. Watch how clearly you hear. Watch how confidently you move. The season of delay is finished. The time of hesitation is over. You have crossed the threshold. You have made the declaration. Heaven has responded. Angels are moving. Demons are retreating. Your timeline has shifted. Your trajectory has changed. This is your new reality. This is your breakthrough moment. This is the day everything changed because you stopped delaying and started responding. Remember this moment. Remember what you felt. Remember what you declared. Because when your testimony manifests, when the breakthrough arrives, when the clarity becomes undeniable, you will look back and say, "That was the moment. That was the day I stopped running from what God was calling me toward. That was when delay ended and destiny began." And your story will become hope for someone else who is sitting where you are sitting right now. Your 7 days starts now. Clarity is coming. Doors are opening. Direction is establishing. Breakthrough is manifesting. And you will never be the same again.